A language. Huh. Gosh, I wonder. English. When you see now saving on the screen, your progress is being automatically saved. By the way, if I sound congested, it's because I am. It's a great time. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now I wish to know thine appearance. So I have a couple of ideas, options, I don't know, for how this is gonna go. And it does kind of depend on people's opinion. One of the options is I play as the main character of the Legends Arceus fanfic I wrote. And the other option is I just play as normal. My preference is obviously to play as the fanfic protag. You know, like a crazy person. So... no, I'll just do that. What is thy name? Trust me. There is method to my madness. All is correct and as it should be. Well, if I want to play my fanfic protag, yes! Lucas. Yes. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. Lucas. Seek out all Pokémon and thou shalt find me once more. Sounds good, my dude. Calling Arceus my dude is probably not the best situation. Ah, I'm falling. Down the rabbit hole. Oh, my phone! It flees me. Sparkly. Ugh. Ooh. Pokémon Legends Arceus. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my boy? Hello? Good morning. Gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness, you seem unharmed. Who are you? Or I could say, where am I? Whomst? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand? Come now, who in the world does that? Me, apparently. Hi. I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I see, you seem to be in a bit of a pickle. I do have a cold. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? I don't know. You think I know anything? So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do. Why are you asking me? I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Splash splash. Oh my, I'd completely forgotten I had just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokémon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokémon is? Of course. My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 creatures belong to me, These 3 Pokémon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? I already put it in, I'm Lucas. Oh, so you're called Lucas. That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. It means I was bored and I wanted to play as my fanfic character. Don't judge me. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Laventon. I am something of a Pokémon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokémon. Yes, Pokémon such as these 3 here with... Oh, blast and bother, my darling Pokémon! Why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you! Wait, you 3! Wait! I guess I'm gonna help him hurt his Pokémon. L, move! Click L, dash! There's a sparkly over there. Let's go investigate. Because I'm sure it would not let me leave without investigating the sparkly. There's a glowing, beeping object over there. Wild. Investigate. You found something that resembles a phone! Yay! It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. Beep, beep. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone and thy mission. Seek out all Pokémon. Guess we'll have to then. Right stick, move camera. Alas, yet another miss. Aha! I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you about a bit about these three first. Now that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or irate. Phew. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Ugh. Plish splash. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my boy. Pokeballs! Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. You obtained 50 Pokeballs. I do not need all 50, but... Ah, but that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize, let me be more thorough. Now, I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon. Don't throw a Pokeball at another Pokeball, it won't do anything. Unless the other Pokeball is like an Electrode. Or a Voltorb. Throw one of them at a Pokemon and... why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon! Astonishing, isn't it? I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon and let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Throwing Pokeballs. Pokemon can be caught by throwing Pokeballs at them. Hold down the ZR button to raid Pokeball, take aim. You can keep moving around as you do. So use the right stick to adjust your angle and aim carefully at your target Pokemon. Release the button to throw the ball. If it hits a Pokemon, you may be able to catch it. If you've readied a Pokeball but do not want to throw it, press the B button to cancel the throw. Alright. Stealth mode. Crouch down. Oh, wonderful! You've caught a Pokemon! It seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business. Jolly useful skill to have around here. School. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. Gotta be careful to not notify them of your presence. Bonk. Two! Incredible! You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo indeed! Just one more to go. Let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? let us do so. Like I said, I don't need all 50 of the balls. I have a great mastery of catching Pokemon. Bonk! Oh no, he got out. Ah yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old boy. Crouch. The lock-on feature, very helpful. There's your Pokemon. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, Lucas, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Look at my cell phone. It has the mission. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an ARC phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. So you see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokémon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokémon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokémon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Yeah, I can't talk today. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my boy? You've convinced me. Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village. Hello, hello. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village, it's come a long way thanks to the fine people of the Galaxy Expedition team. The road we're on now is known to the locals as Canala Avenue. Village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's not much yet to... Feck. And since we know so little of the local Pokémon, people hesitate to set foot outside. An impressive building up ahead of us is Galaxy Hall, headquarters for this whole outfit. Oh, botheration, I'd almost forgotten. Also, if you notice me lapse into an almost British accent for Laventon, he is actually from Galar, which is Pokemon Britain. So, I apologize if I lapse into accents, but I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might ask you to wait for me at the canteen. It's just past this bridge here, then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. I guess I'm going to the Wallflower. Your ARC phone is beeping. Somehow, it seems to show where you need to go next. Oh wow, you press the minus button, you can look at the map. You'll also see guidance markers when you're out exploring or running around the village. If you're not sure where to go next, stop and look around in all directions to try and spot one of these markers, then head for it. Oh look, a marker. So I'll just dash across the bridge here. Gasp! Well, now aren't you awfully suspicious? The wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along! Well, thanks. Aren't you nice? Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. Well, what if you were attacked by a Pokemon? You'd be minced meat in those flimsy clothes. If the guard lets you through, you must have ties with somebody in the village. Perhaps you've met Professor Laventon. He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. Makes me a bit worried for him. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thunder Shock not too long ago, and had to take to my bed. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, is just as Akari says, I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Professor! But everything will be quite all right now. Lucas here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. Excuse me? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps. You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Cyloon's permission. I'll allow it. Captain Cyloon? Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team's Survey Corps. You may call me Cyloon. Really? That's your name? I never would have guessed from all the other people saying it. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. And now it seems you would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep. If you saw me in real life, I'd look to be about 25 or so. Quite old enough to work for my keep, I suppose. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Among us. Sorry. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Aha, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite all right. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fail to please. Professor Laventon, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Well, you know of that great hole in the sky? The one people call the space-time rift? Our new friend fell right out of it! You can't be serious. Come now, I am a scientist! My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokémon here in the Hisui region. That there are, in the grass, in the forests, by water, or wherever they like. Our job as the Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokémon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess, or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. That's where Lucas will come in. Yay, because I am good at catching the Pokémons. He successfully caught 3 Pokémon. 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat like that. This means we can finally begin our Pokémon research in earnest. Three? We have a hard enough catching even one wild Pokémon come after us. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokémon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. The key to catching Pokémon is getting close enough to aim your Pokéball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know? The slow progress on that Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now have your fill, Lucas. And think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all of its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. Yay. That was quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, you do remember that Lucas has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Lucas's skills. Let's hope it is not misplaced. Lucas, was it? For tonight at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death, in the wilds. Captain Silene's somewhat like Hisui, in that they're both quite harsh. Yeah, isn't that friendly? If you don't pass the trial, we'll kick you out and you might die. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had quite enough of falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yes, good night. A rift in the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. Sure is. Head to the Survey Corps quarters you've been assigned. Enter. Isn't it cozy? Sleep until morning in the futon in your quarters. Aren't these missions easy? They get harder. Ooh. Survey tips contain all sorts of useful information to help you carry out your survey work in the Hisui region. To read them at any time, simply press the up button to open the menu, then go to the help screen. Handy tips for team members. Don't wish your toils to be forgotten. Diligent record keeping will save you from such a fate. Saving your progress. Wow. I can save the game. Rest until morning. Yes. Ooh, vibrating. The next day. Morning, Lucas. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night, wasn't it? Today's the day of your trial, so, let's give it our all. Yay! Go to the Galaxy Team headquarters to hear about your trial from Captain Silene. Let's go hear about our trial. What lovely weather we've got. I hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. Let's get to headquarters. Captain Silene is waiting. The Survey Corps offices are here on the first floor. Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. The wild Pokémon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokémon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the medical corps will put you to rights. That man's with the security corps, and even with his own partner, he took a beating from wild Pokémon. Without a partner Pokémon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. Captain Silene, Lucas is here? Yes, I am. Hello. You may enter. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokémon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokémon from the start? No one in the Galaxy team has ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokémon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for him, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. It looks a little silly. That satchel doesn't exactly match your mode of dress. Akari, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. The Galaxy team's entry trial! Yay! Press the Y button while consulting the map to see missions and requests. Missions must be completed to progress in your adventure, while requests are optional and given by people you meet. Pardon, Lucas, come with me a moment. Everybody say thank you to Professor Laventon, he's giving us a Pokémon. Is something the matter, Professor Laventon? In order to complete our Pokédex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Lucas absolutely must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokémon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Starters! Wow. Crew. Foom. Lish Plash. Go on, Lucas, pick the Pokémon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokémon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my boy, which Pokémon would you like to keep as your very own? Well, like I said earlier, I have a plan. I have written a Legends Arceus fanfic. And the main character has a Samurott. So, we're gonna take Oshawott. Oh, there's a reason for that. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach will now be yours to keep. Good show, I've tucked Oshawott back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it, it's yours. Yay, new friend. A word of advice, my boy. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain Pokemon when you're out in the field. Cuckoo. Foom. They look as if they're cheering on their friend Oshawott. Or perhaps they're jealous that it gets to help you out with your trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when Lucas fell out of the sky. After all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. Prune. Foom. By the by, what species has Captain Silene charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All 3 of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then. Thank you. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. I guess you're finally ready. You will have to leave the village for your trial, turn left after you exit headquarters, then head for the gate. Alright, I'd better finish the Galaxy team's entry trial. Yes. There we go. I will name my son. There we go. That feels good. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you've a Pokémon! You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success. So, what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokémon stand up to one another in battle? Sounds good. I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. Sick of water. Hello, sent out Togepi. Oh, my little Oshawott buddy. He's a baby. Fight. Tackle. It's the only thing I can do. Opposing Togepi used tackle. Battles do get more exciting later in the game. Battle decided. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you. Yay, he leveled up and learned a new move. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn moves and grow even stronger. Pokemon sometimes learn new moves when they level up. If you want to change the Pokemon your moves can use in battle, thanks, brain. Select change moves option. Woo! But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our two battlers recover from their little exercise. And to you, my sky-fallen friend, I present some potions in thanks. You obtained 5 potions. Woo! A topical medicine meant to be applied to Pokemon. It can be used to restore 60 HP. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful on that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly after all. That's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, you can lead them in battle. Now to the Obsidian Fieldlands. When you're leaving Jubilife Village, make sure you choose a destination from your map and tell the rest of the guardsmen where you're going. That way, someone can come to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. Your trial begins just a short way past that front gate. You may notice something about some of the names of places, Dark. I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. let's get this trial over with, and we can get into the meat of the game. This is our base camp, the last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch 3 species of Pokémon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Are you ready to get started? Oh, Professor, is something wrong? Ah, well, you see, Captain Isekai'd got a hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. That's our unsparing captain. But what help exactly can you offer out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. Lucas's talents are the real deal. He'll pass with flying colors, you see? You'll see. So the responsibility for him still lies, in fact, with me. Let's begin the trial. This is Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokémon you're meant to catch all live here. And along comes a Bidoof. Time to get ready to catch it. The key is to aim carefully. Not that you seem to need my advice, I'm just sharing what I know. Bidoof has a mellow disposition. That means it tends not to run from people, so this'll be easy. Bidoof are in fact easy to catch. Bonk. Wow. You caught a Bidoof! Well done, time to find your next Pokémon. It's a Starly. They're skittish little things. They'll run if startled. Your first trial mission also summarizes the 3 personalities, I want to say, of Pokemon in the game. You have the chill ones, like Bidoof, that don't really run and don't really attack. You've got the skittish ones like Starly, that will bolt. And the third kind of personality, the most common, is like Shinx. Aggressive as all hell. There's something I ought to teach you, since you're still new to this. Here's the proper way to throw your partner's Pokeball. As Captain Isekai'd tells us, have an item at the ready, but want to send out a Pokemon? Press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready, but want to throw an item? Press X. Captain's a real expert on these things. Try throwing your Pokemon's ball at rocks or at trees like this one to have it investigate. If your Pokemon finds any berries or other items, it'll bring them to you. Now it's time for your partners to shine. We've reached your final hurdle, catching a Shinx. Yee! I think I already knew what I was doing. There, that's Shinx. It's so dramatic. But a tiny little kitty. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Could you already tell that? Not at all. Little kitty. Little baby. Not to worry, these things become clear once you focus on the Pokemon around you. Once aggressive Pokemon get irate, they'll knock aside any ball you throw at them. Don't worry though, I'll teach you the trick to catching aggressive Pokemon. You've got to battle them. Once they're absorbed with battling, you can throw a Pokeball at them to try and catch them. By the way, you've got several Pokemon of your own, don't you? Take one of their Pokeballs and throw it near a wild Pokemon you want to battle. I've got no doubt you'll hold your own in battle. Also, abilities mean nothing in this game. Boop. I did it. You approached those Pokemon without a hint of fear and caught each one. You're like a gift the sky dropped to us. With you at our side, I think the Survey Corps has a real chance of compiling a complete Pokédex as we've been ordered. This is wonderful. I'm still curious why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but for now, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back. I didn't really have an option in the tutorial. Oh, I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and did just that. Congratulations! You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. Yay! With skills like yours, I suppose this was a foregone conclusion. Now then, we'd best report to Captain Silene. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh? In time, you'll be able to send Pokemon you've caught to live in the village pastures. You can bring up to 6 Pokemon with you into the field, in theory. Though we've never had anyone skilled enough to do so. Come now, you two. Let's not dilly-dally. Captain Silene awaits our report at headquarters. I bet Captain Silene will be very pleased. Because I caught all 3. Woo! No. It seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations. You've passed your trial. You can hold on to that satchel. I must admit, you've impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. Woo! Survey Corps uniform and a pair of Survey Corps sandals. Get changed in the room you used last night, then you report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain. Yes, ma'am. Hello! I'm gonna change my uniform. What's up? Uniform. Sandals. Good with this outfit. Changed into your Survey Corps uniform. I am doing alright. It's always a good... I like the vibes of Legends Arceus, so I have fun with it. Look how well our Survey Corps uniform suits you. It's almost as if the captain had it tailored just for you. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. Sweet, free hat. Now present yourself to the commander. Report to Commander Kamado in his office on the 3rd floor. It is not. It is not my first playthrough. I've been waiting for you. I am Kamado, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. This is not my first playthrough, which is why I'm doing a gimmick of playing as my fanfic character. Yes, sir. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now, Len, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat! Let's charge at him, I guess. Yeah! Huh. You've got vigor, I'll give you that. You need to work on your sumo technique, but I do see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. The superstitious among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. Why did I say it like that? But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of Jubilife Village now. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Pokémon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. Yay! I am part of the Galaxy team. So the commander has also accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps and you will move up through the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more you add to the Pokédex, the higher your rank will become. And working on the Pokédex will also, of course, bring you closer to that goal of yours. To seek out every last Pokémon. Here, you will need this. I obtained a recipe for crafting Pokeballs. And 3,000 Poke. I call it Poke. It doesn't have an actual name, does it? You will have to buy the necessary materials. Okay. Akari, you are an expert at crafting yourself. Teach our new recruit what he needs to know. Of course, Captain Silene. Now, as the experienced craft person here, let me explain a bit to start with. Crafting means making items with your own 2 hands. Really? Wow. You can buy some items at the general store, but self-sufficiency is worth striving for. You can even make our most valuable tools, Pokeballs. Think where we'd be if we couldn't do that. Let's head to the Craftworks. Mission: the basics of crafting. I guess I'll go learn how to craft things. Very important. Well done earning a place in our team. My name is Anth. I'm the local clothier. The professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes, so here you go. I do hope they fit. You received an everyday kimono and a pair of everyday trousers. Yeah! I hope you'll avail yourself of the village's humble shops. This way to the Craftworks! Wow. It's almost like I have a mission dot thing. You can use the workbench here at the Craftworks anytime you need to make an item in the village. And I'll supply what you need to make your first Pokeballs once you're ready to begin. Call it my way of saying congratulations on joining us. Just spend the money you got from the captain on clothes, or whatever you think is best. Go up to the workbench and choose an item to craft, in this case, a Pokeball. It's the only item I can choose right now. Oh-ho, now that's some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe this was your first time stepping up to the workbench, my boy. You'll recall, of course, that Pokémon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. With the Pokeballs we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Also that more Pokémon species can be duly recorded in a Pokédex. And on that note, here you are! You received a Pokédex. Wow! A volume for compiling and collecting the results of much Pokémon research. Professor Laventon continually adds to it with each report made on new Pokémon species. Yeah! Oh, scene 4, Togepi, I forgot. Okay. Prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all the Pokémon there are in this grand region. You'll have to complete lots of research tasks to help the professor fill out the Pokédex. The same goes for me, of course. I've also got Pokémon to research as a Survey Corps member. I'd be all too happy to explain more about the research tasks I could use your assistance with. Join me at the Fieldlands camp whenever you're ready, my good Lucas. Lucas. I can speak. Hey, excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear. If you're going to the Fieldlands camp, would you mind taking care of a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at headquarters if you want to talk about it. People who have something to ask you will have a request icon displayed above them. If you fulfill their request, you might receive a nice reward. Alright, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's see what Beauregard has for me. Hey, so there's this Pokemon called Wurmple. Have you heard of it? Yes, I have heard of Wurmple. Well, you see, I was having a chat with Professor Laventon, and he told me that after a Pokemon gains a certain amount of experience through battling and the like, it will sometimes change its appearance and become stronger. He said it was a phenomenon called evolution. Ooh, evolution. Wow. And so I decided I want to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the Survey Corps, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, could you let me have it? There'll be a reward in it for you, I promise. Just get me a Wurmple if you can. Hello. You're that newcomer who fell from the sky. Are you heading outside the village? Of course you are. The Survey Corps must have to get out and about to compile that Pokédex book they're working on, right? Well, on your way, kindly do me a favor. Find out all about Starly. Pokemon certainly are terrifying creatures, but when I see Starly, I simply feel whole. Not that I have the least desire to actually touch one, mind you. Please let me see Starly's entry in that Pokédex the moment you've completed it. I know Shinx's ears had odd markings on the insides, but what were they? I have a Shinx with me if you'd like to see. No use, I can't remember. This'll keep me up all night. Hey, aren't you with the Survey Corps? If you catch a Shinx, could you show it to me? I've got to see one with my own eyes. Please, I can't remember for the life of me what those ears look like. It's driving me up the wall! Alrighty, let's have a peek at these round ears. That's it. Its ears have that yellow cross pattern on them, kinda like a star. Can't tell you what a relief this is. Felt like I had a bone stuck in my throat, only the throat's my brain and the bone's a thought. Thanks for helping me get that bone out. Yay, potions. Anyway. To work on research tasks. Righto, let's get to it then, shall we? In order to complete this Pokédex of ours, there are a great many research tasks I'll need your help to carry out, my boy. Details of these tasks can be found in the Pokédex for you to reference anytime. You must catch and battle diverse Pokémon species and carry out plenty of research tasks. Bad one? Do so and you'll gain research points and other rewards for your work. One last piece of advice. If you see a wild Pokemon's attack coming your way, dodge like your life depends on it. You know, because it does. Dodge? Here, watch closely and remember what I do so you can do it later. Yep. beautiful flowing bit of gymnastics is what we call a dodge. If you're light on your feet, you can dodge out of the way of wild Pokemon's attacks. That way, hopefully you can avoid taking a beating and blacking out in the wilderness. The security corps had to come collect me when I got the business end of some Shinx's Thundershock. But don't you worry, I've got plenty of experience to draw on, and I'll teach you plenty. I can go. Yee. Yee. Now let me share some Survey Corps wisdom. Focus on a Pokemon with the ZL button, then press down to open the Pokedex. You'll see what tasks you have for that Pokemon. You might have noticed that you have a research task to do with how many Bidoof you've caught. That's right, catching just one isn't enough. You'll need 2, then 4, then more and more. And when it's time to battle a Pokemon, remember the captain's switching wisdom if you have item out. But try now if you want, I'll go on ahead. Have fun. This is a party full of Bidoof. Oh! I spooked her. No! Damn it. Okay, there's my problem. That's the wrong thing. Settings. Game controls. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Settings! Perfect. There we go. That's the stuff. No! Apparently that's not the stuff. Eh. I do better with motion controls. See if I can catch a Shinx without being spotted. No. Tried, though. Very important that I have the supplies to make more Pokeballs. Okay. Dip. Not too far, buddy. Come on. Please? Dang it. I just wanted a Ponyta. Eh! That's Bidoof. Yes, I am just going around and getting supplies and Pokemon and all that. This is where you gotta be careful, because Bidoof are like Shinx. They are aggressive. Or not Bidoof, Buizel. Fucking brain. Shit. Nailed it. Hey, Bidoof. Huh? There will be plenty of Wurmple for Beauregard to choose from. No, okay. The reason I was stealthing through that area is EVs can sometimes spawn there. Hey, Akari. Around here you can find a Pokemon called Weasel. It's got an aggressive disposition. Wow, look at that. Look at that Weasel. Means it'll try to hit you with a move just like Shinx and you'll need to battle catch it. Speaking of which, your research tasks for Weasel include seeing it use a certain move. To be precise, you have to see it use the move in battle. That's right, some tasks require battling. Now I'll go on ahead. You take care of some of Weasel's research tasks, then come talk to me. Have fun. Let's get that battle task. Hey, Weasel. Fight me. Weasel is looking around. Dang it. I use quick attack so I can see her use the move. Or not, I guess. Lazy little... Fine, I guess I'll catch you. One of Weasel's tasks is to see it use a move. How dare you? Coward. You're really doing quite well for yourself. Here, a little reward for keeping up with me. Your own crafting kit! Yay, I can make balls! You can only use the materials you have in your satchel. And a recipe for potions. With a crafting kit, you can craft items anywhere using materials you have in your satchel. So long as you've got an apricorn and a tumblestone, you can make a Pokeball anytime. Or with an Oron berry and a medicinal leek, you can make a potion. So do heal your Pokemon. Cover of your Pokédex will tell you if there are tasks you've finished and can report. Tasks with unreported data, 22. Please report back to Professor Laventon once you've got some research tasks good and done. Alright. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh. Rude. You didn't even stay put? Rude. Alright. Into my bag. Key items. Need some more of those. We're gonna cut over this way. In this area, there's a chance you can find a Pichu. I would love one of those. Purples everywhere. I don't remember what exactly the spawn chance of a Pichu is, but I do know this is the area it happens in. I do also know you've got to be careful, because this area is home to an Alpha Luxio. Running! Ah! Random question, does it not let you fast travel until you get tutorialed about it? Cool. I have done some tasks. Oh, if it isn't a crafting kit! You must have listened attentively to Akari's teaching. Excellent work, dear boy. It seems a good time to explain to you about survey reports and the rewards they offer. Ooh. When you submit reports, you'll receive money based on the level and number of Pokémon you've caught. You'll receive more money if you've fulfilled certain conditions, such as catching a species for the first time. On that note, let me check the research tasks you've completed thus far. Look at all those Pokémon. You get more money for having a higher, like, star level. Look at all that research I've done. You'll need to complete a few more research tasks before you're ready to go up a rank. Let's go through the defeated. Because it can't be that hard to defeat a Bidoof. This also completes a couple of research tasks on Oshawott for me. And watch this. Let's see if that's enough to get me a star. Completed a couple of tasks. Oh. Continue my excursion. I'd like to see my Pokemon. Put a couple of those Bidoof away. Favor of Weasel and a Wurmple, sure. Get a nice variety. I'd rather have a Ponyta. I'd also prefer to have an Eevee. But those are a rare spawn. Please. No. Eh. This area is sort of a generous berth. Ah, finally. Ooh, it's getting to be evening. Soon the ghost types will come out. first of all means I have to be a little more careful. Because the ghost types are definitely aggressive. Oh, it's the Shinx, okay. It's like, what's spotting me? Shinx. Now it's nighttime. That means the Drifloon are out. And the Zubat, but the Zubat aren't until you cross the bridge. And you can't cross the bridge until you have a star. It's a good time. Yes! First check. And yes, this game has spoiled me for catching Pokemon easily. Excellent. I get a star! Do you believe you're ready to move up in the ranks? Let's head back to the village and report the good news to Captain Silene. It's time you earned yourself a star. Yay. Check. Hey, buddy. A lovely Lady Wurmple. You really brought me one. You must be as good as the rumors say. I'd like to name this Wurmple right away. Now, I've been told a Wurmple will evolve into a Pokémon known as Beautifly, so I should give it a nickname with that in mind. This is a tough decision. Which one of these do you like best? Beauticia, Beautifrid, or Bugene? I have to actually check some. I'm checking something real quick. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're gonna go with Beauticia. Okay. I'll raise Beauticia to be a splendiferous Beautifly. Wait and see. I got dazzling honey for it. Yay! Where? I leveled up! Silene! Silene, I leveled up! You have progress to report. I will judge its worthiness. Show me your Pokedex. You have made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. With this, you have officially attained the rank of first star in the Galaxy Expedition team. Yay, level up. You can now use heavy balls! Pokemon of up to level 20 will also obey your orders reliably in battle. The rewards you earn for your survey reports will be more generous now too. Yes, the stars are like gym badges. More recipes for crafting! I can make heavy balls, you know, since I can use them now. And revives! That a stranger like you should fall from the sky and yet flourish among us like this is a testament to your native talent and hard work. Most people prefer it when things are simple enough to be judged on face value alone. And proving your worth by moving up through our ranks is something that anyone can understand. Keep at it, and even if you did fall from the sky, people may be more willing to accept you. I can speak. Working your way through the ranks will also be a help if you wish to make a life for yourself here. A higher rank will grant you access to more types of Pokeballs and greater rewards. For today, at least, you've earned yourself a meal at the Wallflower and a good night's rest. So, Lucas, my boy! I believe a jolly good congratulations is in order. Well done on earning your first star rank. Potato mochi tastes so much better when you have something to be happy about. Still, we'll be very busy from now on between our Survey Corps duties and requests from folks here. Which reminds me, have you already taken on that request from Beauregard? I have, I've given him a Wurmple. The people of Jubilife aren't too familiar with Pokemon, you see. So, if problems arise, the Survey Corps gets called to help. Indeed so. Some people will ask you for help when you talk with them, while other requests will need to be claimed from the blackboard I keep in my lab. Speaking of which, weren't you approached with a request recently, Akari? What's it all about? About that, I was thinking maybe Lucas could handle it for me. I was told it would require a bit of skill with battling Pokemon, so... yes, that request came from Mai of the Diamond Clan, if I recall correctly. The people of the Diamond Clan have lived here in Hisui since before the Galaxy team arrived. If we could establish good relations, I'm sure there is much we might learn from them, including more about the local Pokémon. But we can discuss all that tomorrow. For today, we should eat up and get some rest. The next day. Wow. Listen, do you have a bit of time after this? There's something I could use your help with. Now? But please, I need your help. I mean, as your superior, I order you to help me. Alright. Okay. Thank you. I'll be waiting for you at the training grounds then. If you've caught a lot of Pokemon, you may want to visit the pastures to change up your team. I would in fact like to visit the pastures to change up my team. Now let's go meet Akari at the training grounds. That's Butisha. Whir. Exciting. What do you want? Thanks for coming. I know you're busy. Listen, I've had an epiphany. And that is... You see, I've got a partner of my own. We may not get along perfectly, but we've got to work together to help complete the Pokédex. You have a Pokemon? Yes, here, this is my partner, Pikachu. Big eye. When we were attacked by those Shinx, I got too scared to think straight, and I couldn't handle battling as a team. Ever since then, my partner's refused to listen to anything I tell him. And if I'm being honest, I'm not even sure how to order him, how to guide him in battle. Pika! But when I saw how you and your Pokémon work together, I realized we needed to do more too. So please, have a battle with me. I want to learn how to fight effectively. I'm even gonna handicap myself, apparently, because I'm probably gonna use Riptide. Alright, challenge you to battle. Pikachu! Oh no, I'm gonna use Starly. That's still a handicap. Right. You're back. Excellent. Oh, I'm fast! I can use 2 moves in the span of 1. Wonderful. Battle decided! Yay. You and your Pokémon seem to be completely in step with one another. I wasn't trying to hamper myself, but thank you for battling us. I could be wrong, but for a moment I felt like Pikachu and I finally understood one another. Let's keep working at it, okay, Pikachu? Pika. Guess I was wrong then. But I'll strive to work more as a team with my partner, the way you do. Assuming Pikachu and I can bridge some gaps. By the way, the professor said Pokemon have things called types, which apparently make a big difference in how battles go. Pikachu seems to be an electric type, for example. Whoa, Pokemon have types? Gasp. So you're the one, that new recruit everyone's talking about. Name's Zisu. Captain of the Security Corps. Tall woman. I see you've got some fight in you. Figured I'd stop by and give what advice I could. Captain Zisu is a master of an ancient martial art, one that specializes in Pokemon battles. Now listen, if your Pokemon's truly mastered its moves, it can actually use them in different styles. On one hand, you can choose to deliver a move in the strong style. Move will deal more damage, but afterwards it'll take longer for your Pokemon to act. On the other hand, you can choose to unleash a move in the agile style. Such a move will have less power behind it, but your Pokemon can act more quickly afterward. In truly favorable conditions, it might even get out 2 moves before the opponent can act. Strong style moves, agile style moves, and of course regular moves. Choose which is right for a given situation and direct your Pokemon with a little nudge. Oh, one more thing. If you want to teach your Pokemon some powerful moves, just let me know. Zisu's teachings should serve you well when you're up against tough Pokemon. Now I suppose it's time I went to meet Mai. Remember, I mentioned at the Wallflower that I could use your help with Mai's request. I'm to meet her down past the foot of Aspiration Hill. You should come as well once you've readied your Pokémon team and perhaps had them learn some new moves from Zisu if you'd like. I think I will in fact teach some of my Pokémon some new moves. See what I can teach Starly. I don't know my stream layout, I don't know how much money I have. No! What can I do for you? Nothing in particular. Just wanted to know what I could teach Starly, I guess. Let's go with that. That's the thing. Canala Bridge. A big weasel. Can Pokemon of the same species really come in different sizes? I know the professor said they do, but I'll have a hard time believing it unless I see different sized ones lined up side by side. If there really are a weasel bigger than mine, I'd love to see them alongside the one I have, for comparison's sake. You're a natural when it comes to catching Pokemon, right? I bet you see where I'm going with this. If you catch a weasel bigger than mine, would you let me have it? I'll make it worth your while. Big weasel, little weasel. Yeah, what size of weasel I have? Hello. Check somewhere. You're not a big weasel. Wait, let me just... I have not caught large specimens of weasel. Ooh! Ah! It's Polo! Did I surprise you? I bet I did! I was trying to, anyway. There's a secret technique to catching Pokemon, you see. It's what I call the secret backstrike technique. Hitting a Pokemon's back with your Pokeball will surprise it, making it easier to catch or giving you an advantage once a battle starts. If you're part of the Survey Corps now, working to create that Pokedex as they all are, you might end up meeting every last Pokemon here in Hisui. You should know I'm already looking forward to the day you accomplish that. You're that boy from the Survey Corps who fell from the sky, aren't you? Listen here a moment, I need to tell you about this great cake lure recipe I invented. I call it the mushroom cake. I poured 20 years of mushroom foraging know-how into coming up with this recipe, and I just know it's a winner. Problem is, the folks around here just aren't catching on to my recipe's amazing potential. But you're the talk of the village. If people see you making my mushroom cakes, famous as you are, I'm sure they'll want to give it a go too. I'll teach you the recipe. All you have to do in return is spread the good word by using it. Oh, and you'll need to get the key ingredient for the recipe yourself. Scrounge not from the forages of thy fellows, as the old saying goes. 1 springy mushroom is all you need. I'll be waiting. That marvelous rich tone. How is it produced? I must know. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Wait, you're from the Survey Corps. Wonderful. Just the person I need. I want to learn more about Kricketot. You must be curious about them as well, right? I mean, how do they make those sounds of theirs? It's a musical mystery like no other. I'd be in your debt if you could complete Cricketot's page in your Pokedex and show it to me. So we can uncover the truth. I'm getting requests. It's very important. It's time for me to say, I know what I'm doing, trust me, I'm looking for Eevee. No, okay. I know the areas like Eevee spawns in the Fieldlands. So I'm going to try and get one. Like I said, I know the places Eevee spawns. Yes! Eevees are actually very, very rare. So. Unless you happen to catch one, in a space-time distortion. You may ask, hey, what is a space-time distortion? It is a distortion in space-time. Can I get some? It's a mechanic. The reason I'm using Starly to pick berries and get tumblestones and stuff. So he is a high enough level. I'm gonna go try and help Mai with her. Hello, am I allowed to cross the bridge? Okay. Awesome. Hello. Over here. Hey, hi. This is Lucas. My, a new face in the village. Not that it matters to me if you're new. If you're here, I assume you're prepared to be of help. I'm one of the wardens of the Diamond Clan. You may call me Mai. I suppose you might not even know what a warden is if you're new to Hisui. But such talk can wait. Right now, I'd rather we get straight to the point. I have a problem that I need help solving. So the most important question is this. Do you feel confident that you can lead your Pokémon in battle? Yes! That's good to hear. That security corps of yours certainly wasn't up to the task. This is my partner, Munchlax. We were raised together like siblings. He battles at my side by choice without needing any silly little balls like you like to use. Watch and learn. I have the levels on him. I don't have a lot of level on him. Let's get that stab. Ah, shit. Rude. Alright, Rip. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, one last Aqua Jet. Should do it. Especially since it was a critical hit. Yeah. Come on. You really aren't one of the usual galaxy buffoons if you could defeat my partner. You fought well, Munchlax. Yeah, you took out my Starly. I'm gonna have to give him a revive. I'll take care of the Pokemon that battle for us. Or she'll revive my Starly. You and your Pokemon fought well together. You practically acted as one with them. Rather like the legendary hero of old, the one we tell stories of to our children. I think you're indeed the one for the job. You see, I need someone to deal with an alpha Pokemon causing trouble upon Deer Track Heights. It is a large, fearsome foe, like any alpha, but you'll come, won't you? To Deer Track Heights? My phone beeped at me. Yeah, your ARC phone is beeping. That thing you have, it's showing you where you've got to go, isn't it? My, that is some curious sort of map. Is that one of those Galaxy Team inventions I keep hearing about? Nope, one of a kind. Certainly does seem to show the way to Deer Track Heights up ahead of us. I'll leave this in your hands. You'll do great out there, I know it. Seems you're quite the asset to the Survey Corps, new one. So, before we continue, I must ask, do you already know about Almighty Sinnoh? I suppose that's to be expected. Allow me to sketch out the basics. Almighty Sinnoh steers all time. It's said to have created the very universe using its power over time's flow. And this land of Hisui was born in the process. It's by the grace of Almighty Sinnoh that Pokémon can live and thrive here. We of the Diamond Clan are descendants of a people who crossed the sea and settled here in the Hisui region to venerate Almighty Sinnoh. However, it stole away from the world long ago, hiding itself from our sight. Almighty Sinnoh has only rarely been seen by any human, if the old tales are to be trusted. But there are still Pokémon here in Hisui with a connection to Almighty Sinnoh. And it is the duty of wardens like myself to attend to their needs. The Pokémon that graces Deer Track Heights is one of those honored few. It is directly descended from a Pokémon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's protection. Follow me, and you may understand. I might be a minute, because I want to catch a Kricketot. Nice. There's a rock there. It's like, what am I stuck on? It's a rock. Hello, hello. What is your request? Oh there! Mind helping a guy out? I'm after some cherry berries. You know those? You know, the shiny red ones. They grow on some of the trees around here, but I don't have any Pokémon that can reach them for me. That's where you come in, friend. Throw one of your Pokeballs at a berry tree, and your Pokémon will grab the berries for you. Be sure the Pokeball you throw has a Pokémon in it. It'd be shame to waste an empty ball. If you hand me 3 of the cherry berries you get, I'll tell you another handy tip. How many do I have? Awesome. Have some berries. Thanks. Now then, here's that handy tip I was talking about. You can throw a berry near wild Pokémon to grab their attention and keep them distracted. Why not give it a try on some of the Kricketot around here? I was trying to use a ball. Oops. Wrong button! Excellent. Please stay. Please stay put. Please. Damn it. No! She's mad! Yes! She's asleep. Excellent. Yes! I know you're mad. Come on. Feels like I know what I'm doing or something. Alright, Deer Track Heights. Let's deal with this alpha. Hello! Oh, so even your professor decided to join us. Huh, thank goodness I got here in time. As a Pokémon researcher, I could hardly miss out on a chance to observe an alpha now, could I? Suppose that's your business? Fine, as long as you stay out of the way. This is Deer Track Heights. This is where I have long come to pay tribute to a special Pokémon. Pokémon descended from one of those ancients blessed by Almighty Sinnoh. I would care to guess what the alpha is? That's not it. That is only a troublemaker, here to disturb the peace with its racket. And that's what you're here for, Lucas, to drive that interloper from this place. I'll ensure your Pokémon are ready for the battle. On my word, what a large specimen! Little wonder alpha Pokémon are feared across the land if they're all as oversized as this one. Exactly. They're not only big, though. They're strong and may know moves that others of their kind do not. They're not to be trifled with, let me tell you. Nevertheless, I believe you are stronger still than this alpha. So go show it that, beyond any mistaking. Be careful, Lucas. Size is a potent weapon in and of itself. No doubt this alpha is a powerful and hardy foe. If you must face it, make sure your Pokémon have some strong moves at their disposal. Let's give this Starly a boost. Oh. Okay, fine then. The Alpha Cricketune is filled with wild mice. Might! Fuck! No! Not mice! Oh, someone clip that. The Alpha Cricketune is filled with wild mice. You really are an impressive one, aren't you? Seeing someone best in Alpha like that, it truly reminds me of the legendary hero of old. We'd best make sure your Pokémon are taken care of after facing off against such a foe. We're... What in the world? It's the Great Weirdeer. Might be pronounced differently, I don't know. I haven't seen a pronunciation guide. That's how I pronounce it. Hello. He looks upon you with kindness, Lucas. I'd say the Great Weirdeer has taken a liking to you. That is fortunate. He is an esteemed Pokémon that can dash across the expanses of Hisui while bearing a human on his back. A human he deems worthy, at least. He is a blessing to us all. Remarkable, truly outstanding stuff. A Pokémon letting someone ride on it, why, it's just like the ride Pokémon of Alola. Professor Laventon, Lucas! Hello? Captain Silene sent me. She said that once Lucas carried out this request, we'd be able to set up a base camp. Ah, about that. I know this was a joint decision by Adaman and the commander, but still, is it truly fine for us to set up more base camps like this? The Hisui region is a land created by Almighty Sinnoh for the sake of its Pokémon. As long as your goal is to coexist and thrive together with the Pokémon, then I imagine you should also be allowed to use this land. The Great Weirdeer has taken a liking to Lucas as well. This is a good sign. You have my thanks for what you did today. Our clan leader will hear of how you aided us. I'll come to show my appreciation with a proper reward as soon as I can. Progress. If we want to coexist and thrive with Pokémon, we'll need to stop fearing them and start getting to know them better. That starts with completing the Pokédex. Anyway, we should be able to have that base camp set up once the construction corps arrives. I'm starting to lose coherency. Here we have it, our new base camp upon Deer Track Heights. I'll call it the Heights Camp. From now on, when you set out from the village, you can ask to be escorted to this base camp to start your excursions directly from here. Having another base camp to start from will be a great help on our surveys. Let's say we all head back to the Wallflower. Look at all those Pokémon. Isn't it wonderful? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, please, and make it for 3 today as well. Have you all heard the grave news? The frenzied cleaver from the rumors. It ended up mauling some of our galaxy folks who went out to investigate it this morning. The medical corps has had a hard time getting all the injured back on their feet. This is the cleaver that was reportedly struck by powerful lightning, yes? I did hear he's been behaving most erratically since then. Still, if further investigation is in order, the Survey Corps will of course step up to the task. A certain amount of danger is inevitable when researching unfamiliar Pokémon, but I'm sure Lucas here can handle things just fine. Are you certain? I heard Cleaver's so mighty, even alpha Pokémon don't compare to him. Now, you forget that the strengths of Pokémon are key items of information that we of the Survey Corps are duty-bound to research. And since this perilous work of ours calls for a clear head and fighting-fit physique, I do believe a good night's sleep is in order after this fine meal. Next day. Good morning, Lucas. Hello. You should hurry to the commander's office before he decides to use you for sumo practice. And I will start looking into the cleaver stuff next week. Save the progress.